We are ready now for the award ceremony. So I would like to call on stage Roberto Calatrava, Dieudonné Coben, and Edouard de San. Please.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Well, so I think you were waiting for us. Yeah, as a very any other prize, it was very difficult, the competition. So we took our time to make sure that the process was fair. And actually, we're going to explain that in a second. Where are the clickers? Yeah, but we finished on time. So, yeah, the industry track. So first of all, I'm very happy to see that the industry track is growing and growing. More practitioners, people from industry are joining, but the academic side are also more and more interested. So for us, that's like the most rewarding thing that can happen. So thank you very much for participating. So we are a big team. So we are only on a stage now, the two of us, but actually 8 of us have been working since the beginning of the year, actually, in making the industry track something valuable for you. So thank you very much for the rest of my colleagues. We do this just because we love open innovation, we love the ecosystem, and we will continue doing it, and next year is going to be better. But besides that, we want also to thank you moderators, actually people from the community that help us moderating the sessions, the industry challenges, Murad, Nicola, Inga, Cristiano, Sigval, but also the LeadsWeb team, Technalia team, the Kemet team, that they sponsored this event and we did the industry challenges. So thank you very much. Please a round of applause to you guys. Okay? So what we're going to do now, we had 3 industry challenges. So before we go to the award session, Duy is going to tell us a little bit more about that, what happened there, what did we learn, and yeah, go for it.
Yes, I don't know whether LeadsWeb is still here. I didn't see them. No. Oh, that's a leave, yeah. So we had 3 amazing challenges, and they all took a slightly different focus, but very nice complementary focus. So we started LeadsWeb. They hosted a challenge, and the question was, how can we make sure that the European Union and we as Europeans will be digital sovereign also in the future? And we thoroughly discussed the importance and the influence of geopolitics. We influenced how education, also, it's very important that we already, in education and early educations, we were educating for the American hyperscalers and not for the European countries. We discussed a little bit about the complexity with venture capitalists, with investments. And we had, I think the main key takeaway is that in Europe, we have to do one thing. Stop talking and start working together today, not tomorrow. So that was the first one. Then we had Technalia. And with Technalia, we had a variety of presenters. And I think, Yolanda, you showed how diverse Technalia is and all the things that you're doing. And you're a researcher, or you're an RTO. And you showed that there were a lot of RTOs that came together and became one big organization. You're creating so much impact together. And you showed us how you're doing that by collaboration. And we had a challenge, and we had to think about how can an RTO make impact? And we were only allowed to present one solution per table, but we had so many solutions per table. And I was really happy and really good to see how much entrepreneurship and how much companies, all what's going on here in Spain. So I think, thank you very much. It was really great, and we were inspired to see, to realize what's going on here in terms of economic investment. So thank you very much.
Yes.
And then we had the last one, it was Kemet, and that was something completely different again. So this one, we really discussed the defense sector, also that the geopolitical aspects again come back. And also there we had a very nice discussion about closeness versus openness in defense. and how different types of organization experience that differently, and how different types of organization need different things. For example, in research institutions, we want to publish, while an SME just also needs to survive. And the corporates, they were all talking about NDAs again. So, but it saw, they showed us the complexity of how challenging open innovation can be in the fence firm, but we also thought in solutions, so I'm sure there are a lot of opportunities. So I think that was the summary, brief summary of the challenges. So back to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, the best practice awards. So I am so happy about this because so many people are caring about this award in this edition, in the previous editions, of course, as well, but more and more like, hey, how is the voting system? I want to win it, a lot of people. So this means a lot now, so, and I'm very happy, and it means a lot because there is a team behind evaluating them, but also you guys giving your input, your insights, so thank you very much for that. Before we get into that, quickly, the process, okay? We got 37 submissions, okay? We started applications somewhere before the summer, 37. Doesn't look that much maybe compared with so many papers that are submitted to the conference, but actually it's a good number. Last year we had 39. I was expecting to have more, but 37 is okay. Next year, I hope we get more than 40 or 50, so every practitioner, people in the industry that you know, please tell them to apply, and then the award is gonna have more and more value because the competition is gonna be more fierce, okay? But, so, from those 37, we make a cut, so, and the jury, we're gonna explain the evaluation criteria in a second, but we had on-site presentations and hybrid presentations. I was glad to see that this time we made it possible for the people presenting online to have audience here in person, looking at them and giving feedback. So in total, 24 best practices were presented during the conference, okay? Now, a little bit about the topics. So yeah, like the practice has very similar topics than the research. Obviously, it's great to see that. This has been the topics that we have already for 3 years, very global, broad strategy, ecosystem, processes, human side of open innovation, also the topic of this conference. But what was very interesting for me to see was the diversity of applications of the best practice, sometimes using the same model for different applications with different impact. We saw many practices now about competition, also in the research, ecosystem orchestration, also in the research. That topic is getting more importance. Some more sensitive topics like social impact initiative, obviously AI is there, circularity, sustainability, and a few startups as well. So now we see that tech startups, they are open innovation startups. So that's actually very cool, and especially myself that comes from the startup world, I love to see startups that they are open innovation startups. Now, the selection evaluation process. So this year, because the people asked for it, we made a change. And I'm being completely transparent. The reason that we took so long is because we are trying for this to be as fair and transparent as possible, okay? So before we will make a mix of the audience and the jury, but we saw that it was not completely fair. Not everybody was able to vote. Not every presentation got the same reaction from the people, or like a number of attendees per session. And we thought that the most fair solution was to have 2 prizes, okay? And that's what we're gonna announce in a second, okay? The first prize is gonna be the jury winner. That comes from the evaluation that the jury committee had during the summer period, okay? There were 5 criteria, 3, let's say, mandatory criteria. The other 4 were more extra. Originality and uniqueness, collaboration, the level of collaboration, the complexity of the collaboration, the relevance to the community, the open innovation community, and in general, the world, let's say. But of course, also results and evidence and scalability, because we don't want these practices to stay still and just being one case. We want something that could be incremental. Now, for the audience vote, okay, so very simple. You guys help us with this. We had 50% content, you know, like what they were presenting, and 50% the delivery, which is also very important, the way that they engage and the way that they transfer their knowledge and their insights, okay? So, what are we gonna do? So, as you guys know, we like to make the ceremony a bit engaging, and you guys have been doing so good the past 2 days. I think you are tired, so let's get a little bit energetic to finish the conference with a bang, okay? So, for the people's choice, okay, when we are gonna announce it, I want a wave of cheers. So we're gonna do like from left to right, from right to left, okay? So I'm gonna be doing like this, okay? And then just start like cheering. And by the way, that's when I announce before we all do drum roll, okay? That's a given. Drum roll is always a given, but we're gonna do a wave of cheers, okay? Can we practice? Can we practice? Okay, if I do like this. Okay, and the winner is Ruperto. Yeah. No, come on, come on. Okay, perfect. Okay, now, for the jury winner, we're gonna do a standing ovation, okay? And shouting, and if you want to do like this as well, okay? Should we practice that one as well? No? Okay, you don't, but I expect you to do it, okay? Just, okay. Okay, spontaneous. You can also shout eindelijk or whatever was. Okay, let's go with that. Okay. Let me see if this is yes. So for the People's Choice Award first edition, okay, drum roll, please. The winner is the Heineken Brewhouse Brewing Bold Ideas into Scalable Solution. Left, right. Okay, Herman roll first. Prost, yes. I like it. Unfortunately, Herman had to catch a flight, so maybe he's not here. That happens last year as well. But yes, woo! Okay. But now, for the next one, I would like to invite Henry, please. This is the one that that we work hard the whole summer, and I think it deserves our. Yes, perfect. Thank you, thank you. Okay, do we have the award?
Yes,
Perfect.
that's where it is.
Henry's here. Remember, spontaneous. Okay. Now, drum roll, yes, yes. The jury winner of this year edition is Competitions in Hackathons. Yes, Elena Mikkelsen, come here. Woo, woo. Come, hey, hey, hey. No, wait, come here. So, no, don't be against the picture. Yeah, you see? Then you have the frame completely. Oh, take this one. Yes. Okay, one like this, one the two. Then we come the next one. Yes. Okay. Come, let's take a picture. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And that's it. Thank you very much for participating in the industry track this year. I promise you that next year is going to be better. We like to innovate, always open innovate. So actually, if you have feedback, input, let us know. We want this to be very valuable for you and for the community. Okay, so thank you very much, and see you next year.